Fan of art being social commentary, and I get that it's scary because racism can be a touchy subject, but I can't keep sitting back and watching others objectified like someone above the sky will take care of the problems that I previously ignored. And this poem is not just about art, it's about each of us acknowledging that we all have the same colored heart. I do my best not to take a grain of salt of the bitter, backwashed malt that is the manifesto of the hegemonic ruler, more disgusting than the idea of a veggie tonic cooler. My best friend is black, but I didn't add her from a lack or a low number on a social quota that can be met by the consumption of an iota of the minority, because it is the latest way for us whites to say, I'm not racist. When I look at my friend, I don't see her skin. She is not condemned to her color or made a spectacle of the other. Don't misunderstand. I know there's intersectionality, and to ignore the alchemy that makes up her family tree would be a crime of banditry. But to make tally marks, like some sort of welfare work or a collection of wine corks, I'd rather stab myself with a fork. The media panders to its audience of the majority that are the embodiment of screwed ideologies that bring us all to our knees. Those that find identification in the print's representations are given the upper hand, the power within the hour that the sour images are minted, and those unrepresented are dented with the differences that contribute to their inferences about themselves that the producers then sell as just and natural, when it is far from the actual truth that has just turned amok, because nobody gives a fuck about the little guy who challenges these so-called balances, creates matter out of place. He is simply faced with being discredited, edited out of history. With one click, he becomes a mystery. So have the repertoires of this world of ours, obsessed with otherness and the fixation on difference, actually changed? Or do traces still remain of the repression we dare not name? In Black Manny's smile so fake on the box of Aunt Jemima pancakes. In jokes about watermelon, the subordination and creation of the villain. In the fact that in my hometown, it would never go down to show a movie with Gooding, Murphy, or Winfrey. It's not enough that we have a black president when we still judge on precedent. A precedent that graces me with seeing a 50s diner as vintage when my friend still sees separate benches. Stereotyping reduces, strips down, and produces less than human creatures, pointing to the features before you can meet her like a leecher in need of a teacher or a preacher to be keener and weaner off the teat of the oppressive leader. And maybe you think it's all bullshit, that I, a white kid, should talk about it. But I think it's worth a chance that we try and rise above ignorance.